Okay, in this tutorial I will be showing how to resize and crop an image so that it is suitable for the web using Photoshop. I will be using Photoshop CS6 and I believe the steps are very similar for CS6. It may not apply to some of the older versions of Photoshop such as CS5, and because it does not have some of the features that I'll be using in this tutorial. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is load up your program. So like I have here. So then once you've loaded up your program, just click File, press Open, and load up the image that you want to resize. So this is the image I want to resize. That's absolutely fine. And now what you need to make sure is that you need to know what image dimensions you want, what dimensions you want to resize your image to. So the dimension I want to resize my image to is 600 by 300. Now again, your dimensions will of course be very different. You might it could be whatever, so just substitute those numbers with the numbers that you want to resize your image to. Okay, so let's clear that. Okay, so the first step is to click the crop button, and then you need to click ratio. Okay, some of the older versions of Photoshop don't have this ratio button, so so make sure you use some of the newer version of Photoshop, and then just click ratio, and then you write your what dimensions you want to resize it to. Again, we said we want to use 600 by 300, so 600 by 300. Again, use your figures that's appropriate to what you want to resize your image to. So if you want to resize your 700 by 200, you write 700 there and 200 there. So that's fine. And then what you should find is there's a little crop box that appears. Now you can drag this across. Don't drag it too far, because then you get this transparent checkered thingamajig. So make sure it still remains in the image, and then you can resize it to however you want. So I'm okay with this. Actually, yeah, I like the look of this. And once you're satisfied, just click the enter button, and that's it. You have finally cropped your image. Now remember, this is only step one. All you've really done is change the shape of the image. You haven't actually resized the image. So what we need to do is press File, and you press Save for Web. Now there's also a shortcut, it's Alt-Shift-Control-S, which is really useful if you do this process a lot. Now if you use a Mac, it will probably be Alt-Shift-Command-S, I believe, or you could just click File and Save for Web. Again, the shortcut is actually really helpful if you keep doing this over and over and over again. Now as you can see, the width is 5184 pixels and the height is 2592 pixels. Now this is not what we want. We want it reduced to 600 and the height become 300. Now if I this image hasn't resized yet, but if I put my cursor on another box, it will update to this. And as you can see, the percentage, this is what is basically saying is that this image is 11.57% of the original image size, and this, which is pretty good. Now if this percentage is over 100%, what you're doing is actually stretching the image. So what's happening is that you had a poor quality image and you're making that image bigger, and so you have to make sure that this is under 100%. If this is under 100%, it doesn't matter what percentage it is. It could be 95%, 98%, 99%. As long as it's under 100%, you're good to go. If it's over 100%, what you're actually doing is pixelating the image. If it's a tiny bit over 100%, maybe you don't have too much to worry about. But if it's like 105%, then yeah, it can start pixelating image, and you'll see reduction in quality. So so make sure this percentage is under 100%. Now for the image size, you got width is 600 pixels, and the bottom part should automatically turn to the appropriate figure. So I was using 600, so this should automatically turn to 300. Now if you're using a different size, so let's say 700 by 200, if you put 700 there, this should automatically turn to 200. Now if this is significantly off, so if I put 600 there and this was turned out to be 500, that means you done the last step wrong. You done the cropping process incorrectly. So just make sure this is right. If this is only 1 pixel off, I've sometimes seen that sometimes I put 600 pixels and this sometimes turns to 301 pixel. What you could do is just just click this and then just move it up. Sorry, just move it across to 600 by 300. That only do that if it's only like a 1 pixel off. If it's like 5 pixel off or 10 pixel off, that means you've done the last step incorrectly. So that's it. So now all you have to do is click save, and then just save it wherever. Replace that, and that's it. I'm done. So this is how to crop an image and resize it. So now this image is now suitable for the web, and if you see the file size of this image now, this is now, if I can find it, if I right click that, click properties, you'll find the file size is now, okay, sorry, not bad, is now only 44 KB, and bear in mind the original file size was several megabytes. So that's it. I think hope you enjoyed the tutorial, hope this is helpful, and great.